we rejoin our symphonic Sherlocks suited up for a swanky soiree at the sinister Foxglove Zoo. Now that each of you has gotten dressed to the nines, it's really incumbent upon the zoo to provide a swanky environment in which to have this gala. And in Foxglove, in mid-June, you never know if it's going to rain. So you walk into the main entrance of the zoo, follow a red carpet, passing the primate enclosure on your left, giraffe enclosure on your right, and head towards this glass dome where the gala is going to be held. Now, in addition to being an event space...
Is it the Butterfly House?
This is also an enclosure where butterflies and tropical birds live. It's warm, it's always a bit damp, but it's drier than it would be outside if it started to rain. So you walk into this space and you find it subtly different from how it would be normally. There are carpets laid out on all the walkways so that the red bottoms of their donors' shoes don't get scuffed up.
Very thoughtful.
Small globes of light have been added sort of strategically away from where the guests are able to stand so that the butterflies tend to cluster more around those rather than flying into the faces of the guests. There is soft music playing. It sounds like someone playing on a classical guitar that sort of resounds out around the space. And there is a bar that is set up where guests are availing themselves of the open bar and top shelf liquor at this, $5,000 a head gala fundraiser. The space that is laid out is on two tiers. There's sort of a horseshoe-shaped walkway on the ground level with an inverse horseshoe-shaped walkway on the top level. The ground level, the horseshoe surrounds one massive tree that sort of spirals up, branches woven together that you see in mangroves or trained money trees. And it spirals up and up and up, and then its canopy spreads out, filling sort of the top third of the dome. There's a staircase that leads upstairs and then another U-shaped walkway that goes around the tree. If you were to look at it from straight up, two U's that interlock at their curved bottoms. The walkways on the ground are significantly wider than the suspended walkway. Suspended walkway, if you're up there, you're visible to everyone. You can kind of get some privacy on the lower walkway by kind of ducking into a niche or just pulling someone into a close conversation. The sound of these tropical birds, they're calling out. As we are approaching the summer solstice, this far north, the sun is going to stay up well past 9 p.m. This party's kicking off at 7, and so it's starting off, and when you sort of get that first feeling that the sun might eventually set, instead of what happens in Foxglove, days where it feels like the day stretches on and on and on, and it really starts to feel like summer. Yeah, I would love to get a detail added to the scene from each of you.
There is a pool of water that stretches around the bottom horseshoe. There are two waterfalls that are actually spilling out of the branches of the tree because they have grown so tightly together that you have 2 stories of pools so that flamingos can wade about in both the mezzanine area on the tree and around the walkway with people.
There is a station attended to by zoo employees with the sort of plastic cereal dispenser or water dispensers that contain bird seed and sugar water with little cups. And so that if you attend to those with the help of the zoo staff, you can maybe try to encourage butterflies or birds to come near you and land on you.
Unlike normal day-to-day zoo goers who walk around this exhibit, for this event, certain areas have been set up with photographers and are clear areas you would not have had access to. But because it's a special occasion, there are pathways set off more into the woodland section so you can get a good photo next to the lights where all the butterflies are. You can walk a little bit onto some very clearly manufactured logs to make it really easy for anybody to walk out and be like posing next to the waterfall. Just a lot of great opportunities for PR stuff for a lot of the rich people around here that normally wouldn't be open.
I think there's also staff with hors d'oeuvres that are being served. And so there's like the very elegant standing tables, you know, to people kind of gather around and munch on. But the centerpiece on some of those, there's not very many to make room in the horseshoe to people to walk and everything. But the centerpiece is like maybe a little fact about an exhibit or something, or highlighting something about the zoo, and also a little candle in each one that's lit aflame if we need fire later.
Fantastic. Some of the hoi polloi of the city are there, right? People you are unsurprised to see. Poppy Bracco with a small retinue. You head over to them. Izzy has to restrain herself from tackling you with a hug, and Poppy signals to her, hey, we're just going to keep it cool in this company.
Tonight of all nights, we have to keep it cool. Aubrey says uncoolly.
Craig Bite is there. Alex Denny is there.
Our guy.
And attending to guests, talking with people. The mayor is there as well. You don't see Freddie.
Thank God.
You don't see Fee. And so far, you don't see Kat. But it's early in the party yet.
Yeah. It's going to cost me $5,000, really?
Can we do a roll to see what order we arrive in? Because I feel like that's going to shake things up.
Oh, true.
Sure. Everyone just roll a d20.
Okay.
Me and Aubrey
we'll
are
meet
going to
up.
be on the same dice.
Great. Higher is sooner.
Nat 20.
Nat 1.
You diva Greystone.
Slayer.
Amazing.
So is it these two?
Yeah, so it's Aubrey and Rory, then Mara, then Greystone, and Kat will make her appearance when she does.
Rory and Aubrey having so much fun reconnecting, all this. The moment they get in the car, Rory goes quiet, tries to keep the jokes going. The moment they leave the car, Rory's back to the serious, a little sad, and offers his elbow to Aubrey to walk in together. But the moment they get inside, he walks over to the bar, gets a double, slams it before spinning around, keeping his eyes on the people coming in.
There is something when Aubrey takes his arm that Rory would notice, which is one of the tattoos. The previous ones, he would know, I'm sure, are all flowers from Aubrey's crown in the Autumn Lands. Some of them grow in Foxglove too, but they didn't mean that to her. And the new plants are not Fae ones. They're ones from this world, and one of them would stand out to him. It is a gladiolus flower, which is a flower whose name, as far back as ancient Greece, has always meant sword. It has sharp, pointed stalk and leaves, striking height, a weapon whose blade spouts many blossoms rather than blood. In Roman times, it was the flower of gladiators, who would be showered with them in their triumph. And from that association, it's come to represent strength, valor, and their refusal to give up. In more recent flower language, it's often called the sword lily, and is considered a bit stiff, like it's from another time. And since then, it's come to be gathered in remembrance of lost friends. Under every name, it's a sword, but more than that, it's a representation of simultaneous victory and loss. A flower whose presence insists that no matter the outcome, one must both endure and remember. He can make of that what he will.
I want to give you a guitar pick.
Wow.
God, you're making us cry by reading flower stuff. That's from me. It went on the floor.
Yeah, I'm giving one too.
Shucks. I wrote so many of these guys. It's a whole sleeve.
Wow. Oh, I can't wait to hear them all.
As the two of you arrive, Alex Denny looks at you across the room, waves, in a friendly manner at Aubrey, having comped you a pair of tickets to this event. But then he turns back to the donor who he's glad handing. You sort of get the impression they'll come and find you later, or you can join the circle with them if you care to.
I'll greet him later, but if he doesn't need me now, then I have other things to focus on.
I love it that when Mara comes in, she is just radiating charisma and charm. She's very confident. Usually in the events that she attends with her mother, she's definitely shining a little bit less bright and is in a little bit of a shadow, but she's greeting people as she's walking in. I'd love for her to not see these two just yet and first see Poppy and have a genuine, reconnection moment with her and give her a hug and know that it's a genuine interaction they're having, but she's clocking that everybody is seeing, the donors in this tax bracket, that her and Poppy are very close now. After feeling that kind of gravitas for a moment, she turns to go get a glass of champagne and stops in her tracks.
Rory, without saying anything, with those same sad eyes, gives you a bit of a half smile, raises his empty glass before turning away from you back to the bartender to get a second double.
I think Mara does a quick cost analysis of what she has set up for this evening and scans to find Aubrey wherever she is.
Aubrey, let me roll to see if Aubrey's caught this.
Because Mara didn't know that.
Mara did not know that Rory was going to be here.
Yeah.
We each invited our plus ones without the other's knowledge, thinking that would be a really good plan. What's the difficulty of this to catch?
Mara, what's your cool?
Is 1 yellow and 3 green.
So, 3 purple, 1 red. Ooh. Wow.
Great. That is success with some advantages, which I guess means that I risky business slide in between them from somewhere across the dome.
Why is he here?
He's here to help us. I asked.
Aubrey, I invited my mom to this.
Ooh, okay. Well, great news is that maybe it might not be your mom, right? His quest just said the head of the Verteri family, and I thought maybe we could... This is our best way to get into the zoo. Beneath it.
Was it the head or the head of the head?
The head of the head.
The head of the head, right? So it doesn't need to...
I guess not.
He deposed your mom, right?
Maybe. That could also be...
Is he gonna be here?
What are you... Do branches grow on trees?
I was happy to see him again. Okay, no, it's great, because everyone's back together. It's great. No. What's going on, Mara? I'm sorry. How do I help?
I finally feel like I might be actually making some progress with my mom and figuring out what all of this has been about and which one, if either of them, I'm supposed to trust and point you in the direction of. But also, if we think about this really literally, the head of the head. When does that specify that head has to be dismembered? When does that specify? And if we think about it extremely literally, if my mother is in fact the head of the family, the head of the head means my head. It's Demeter who sent you on this quest, isn't it?
Okay, Rory, you're part of the sidebar now.
I never know. Hermes comes to me, he hands me a scroll, a tablet, or whatever, and I do what's on it.
Well, we think it's Demeter.
Yeah. My mom spoke about my family being cursed, basically by my actions and spanning back all of this Greek mythology stuff that I guess is a little bit more real than we all thought it was.
Call me a hero, but I'll be your greatest villain. I have a quest that I go on. Every time I've come up winning, I get to try again and again. This time I made really great friends. But I must say, I've gotta do it my way.
I know that you gotta do what you gotta do. Get
my blade in the past. It's been tough for many around. I have made such cuts on things. I have slayed the strings of sound. So I'll do what I have to do.
Do what I have to do.
But the thing that's important to me is that I do what I can to not hurt you.
Do what I can to not hurt you. Do
what I can to not hurt you.
Oh, I've asked you in a harsher voice to throw up your hands, throw out your choices. I never got to apologize. That fault is all mine. But what I can't let go is going down this road alone. There's gotta be a way through where you don't hurt me and I don't hurt you.
I'll do what I have to. I'll do what I have to. I'll do what I have to. It's true.
Look, before anything happens though, I guess you guys have gotten to have some time together, which I think is great. Aubrey, I know I've been kind of absent. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what I want, but I did want to tell you that I'm sorry for what happened. I don't know if it was the last time you saw me, but it was the last time I saw you. I want to say that I won't ever do that again, but I also know that, well, I don't know, really, what I know and what I don't know anymore.
I know you're sorry. That's one consistent every time, is you've never not been sorry. And I gotta say, I forgive you. And I hope this is one of the times where you can forgive me.
I think in this time, if we are not 1,000% certain that that is the answer to this quest that you're on and you do it anyway, I will not forgive you. Is that okay?
Rory thinks about the fact that he told Aubrey this is his last loop, right? Hermes told him he's got to go after, otherwise, and for some reason he just doesn't say it in that moment and goes, only if I'm 100% sure.
Sweeping into the room, her black gown moving with her as she does, revealing within the skirt tight folds that conceal crystals that sparkle as she captures the light. Kat Vertere walking over to stand next to her daughter.
Oh no, I was trying to move.
Good evening, dear. You look fantastic. And she gives you a kiss on each cheek. And who's your dashing young friend? And Rory, I'm going to need you to give me a vigilance check here in this moment as the effects of this despair come into play.
Okay.
You get 2 blue dice from Aubrey for this.
Sweet. I have 2 yellow, 2 green. Aubrey's giving me 2 blue. Is this voice related at all?
It is not.
Okay.
This is going to be rolled against 2 red, 1 purple. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's
job.
That's several successes and a couple of advantages.
Good job.
Nice.
As Rory, you've looped enough times that you know who has a chance of recognizing you with sort of a sense of deja vu, and you've gotten used to seeing that expression on people's faces. And so you know that beings whose powers relate to time and those who come from Greek mythology have the best chance at remembering you from between loops. And you see that well-hidden expression appear on Kat's face. As she sees you, she clocks you. You see her categorize you as a threat as she asks her daughter, "And who is this strapping young gentleman?"
Wait, Inspector Greystone?
That would be me, miss. Greystone glides in and like seeing the look on Mara's face of just like abject shock. He just kind of glides in and says, "Inspector Greystone, at last we've met, Miss Vertere."
Oh, yes, Mother, this is my friend, Inspector Gamlin Greystone. Yes, you might have remembered
Inspector Greystone, please.
Inspector. Yes, I believe I saw you at my neighbor's party, and she'll extend her hand out, offering it to be kissed.
Greystone takes it and with a modest flourish kisses it and says, "I'm so charmed right now."
I want to give Jeffrey a guitar pick over there for that would be me, which is so funny.
Rory's eyes, the moment you step forward, roll so far
Oh, no way.
of like, oh boy, it's Greystone.
This guy. Whoa.
I know we have only frequented one party together, miss, but I must say, your Mara is the jewel of the Pacific Northwest. And he looks her in the eye knowingly and says, "You must be so proud of her."
Maintaining solid eye contact with Inspector Greystone, Kat will snake her arm around Mara's waist, pull her close so that they're touching hip to hip. "Of course I am. She's become quite a woman."
Well, I'm too much of a gentleman to agree openly, but...
We went on a girls' trip together, you know, it's we're all just friends here. I mean, except for Aubrey's friend, and she doesn't decide to lie and just stop speaking.
She's going to stay on Greystone for just a minute. "So what brings you in from Asteroid City?"
Greystone motions to the zoo and says, "You know, I've always really, really cared about animals. Last time I was here in Foxglove, I really wasn't able to avail myself of the amenities. I'm told that this is the best part of the world to be in during this time of the year. You might say I just wondered, how does a place like this take care of animals from so many different parts of the world? The creatures of so many realms here
Jesus.
at the hottest of times."
I'm trying to figure out if we're supposed to be using this opportunity to sneak away and get out of this conversation. If I look at Mara and Mara nods, then I'm gonna do a little like variety show hook and get Rory out of here.
It's a beautiful town. I'm a donor.
Am I able to silently communicate with my mom?
Yeah.
Then I will tell her we also all have a common enemy in our next door neighbor.
Kat smiles at Inspector Greystone, gives him a sort of polite, dismissive nod, a indication, "I've taken your full measure, and you are of no importance to me." Begins to readdress herself towards Rory, who has been vaudeville hooked away.
Yep.
And she smoothly transitions that into words for Mara of, "Now, I hope you'll take this opportunity to speak with Miss Bracco, of course."
Oh, of course. I actually already saw her on the way in. And I did make sure, I mean, of course, her and I are almost what I would say as friends, or at least there's some sort of trust. But everyone did make notice of it.
Well done.
Yeah, things feel a little bit different tonight.
Okay, so Inspector Greystone's a friend. He agreed to be here for the solstice, but he got here early, which is amazing. You'll get to meet each other, and he's really one of the people we've come to trust the most.
Greystone, having been dismissed by Kat, immediately turns to Aubrey.
I give him a big hug and wave him over.
He returns it. He says, I'm sorry that I didn't say hello to you first. It just looked really, really tense, and I wanted to work a little bit of my social magic.
No, it was great. It was great.
God.
Okay, I'm so excited. I can't believe all of my friends are in the same room at the same time. Okay, it didn't go great when Rory and Mara saw each other, but second time's a charm. Greystone, this is Rory. Rory, this is Greystone.
Charmed.
I bet you are.
Yeah, what's this big?
All right. Well, Rory, what are some things I should know about you?
Oh, God. So, I'm from the Midwest, South Kansas to be exact. I like to beat people up who get on my nerves. I gotta say, I don't like fancy things as much as I did. I gotta say, oh Greystone. Oh Greystone, ugh.
Well, I myself am from Asteroid City, a similar latitude. I myself love fancy things, and I have an upbeat attitude. I can see you're thinking of something. I might have the same thing in my mind. Sooner or later, we'll find we're one of a kind. We're one of a kind.
Opposites, it's true.
We're one of a kind.
I have never met someone I'm more different than you.
Don't you love when your friends meet each other and you get to tell them what they have in common?
Yes,
How
I do.
you both like gray and you're very, very kind.
And I love ice cream. Do you love ice cream?
He cried last time we had ice cream, so maybe don't bring that up.
Yes, I cried the last time there was ice cream.
Oh my God,
That's-
I also cried last time I had ice cream. So
don't you love when your friends have things in common? Don't you love when they become friends as well?
we will
Don't you just love when your friends have in
we're
common?
one of a kind.
And their friends now as well.
One of a
I can tell it's the start of a
We're one of a
beautiful friendship.
That's definitely a lie.
Start of a beautiful
We're one
friendship.
of a kind.
When your friends get to meet,
We're one
isn't
of
it
a
sweet?
That's a lie.
Come on, Few.
I love this guy.
I knew you would.
You always do.
Love? Knew you would, or love? What do you mean by that?
Do you want to take this or do you want me to?
I do magic, Greystone. I'm a magic guy.
I believe you.
I know you believe me. You believe me every time,
No,
Greystone.
you're not crazy. It's not weird. There are so many people just like you. And I know that there are a lot of them who have not seen anything real. But for some of us, we've actually experienced a peek behind the veil, Rory.
Yep.
And you have
Yep.
found some great people. These are some of the safest people in the world to have these kinds of conversations with. And I'm sure that whatever your mystery is, Mara and Aubrey will be able to help you cinch it right up.
The bartender, who's the same bartender who was at Boutique's
I'll have a Gooligans.
and is now working in this party, is just like,
Are you guys like, you're like a magician's club? Because I'm pretty good at close-up magic, and there's some other,
Yeah, he can tell what any card is.
if there's other people here who are good at it, like I want to, really put a test and see if you can see what I'm doing.
and he fishes a deck of cards out of his pocket.
Rory takes it, opens it, flips each card, naming the suit, looking at Greystone, dead in the eye, and then slides the knife he concealed in his sleeve out of it and hands it to Aubrey. I thought this time I could have this on me. Just take it.
I take it and twirl
I
and
do
put
magic.
it in my belt.
Can I get a triple, please?
Wow, how did you?
He says as he pours you a drink.
Yeah, let me.
All skills take practice, lad.
Oh, I really thought I was going to be showing you something.
He collects the deck and like puts it back in his pocket.
You know, it's also good to practice rejection.
We just met, sir.
What if I tipped you?
His eyes just look over at the jar, the smallest bill in which is a 50.
Someone's like, You know, I used to carry around a Woodrow Wilson just for the heck of it. But that was woefully impractical.
Is that a $10,000 bill?
Woodrow Wilson, I think, is the $100,000 bill, but it could be a $10,000 bill.
Is this knife that you just handed to Aubrey?
No, it's just a it is a pretty big combat knife.
Yeah, but it's not the Athame.
But it's not the Athame.
that you took from Freddy's. Okay.
No. Just a normal knife you
I
brought
thought
to
it
this
was
party.
the Athame.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a beautiful toothpick.
Before we proceed, is your plan to do a heist here? Because if so, I'm going to start a clock.
Heist of the Verdant Cycle?
I think Aubrey's plan was to get into the Underzoo tonight.
Yeah.
And I think she probably would have communicated that to Mara beforehand, just not communicated the Rory part.
Yeah. I think that's why, part of the reason why Mara wanted her mom to be there is if she sees the two of them together, she can decide if she has to paint one to be.
To have both options.
Yep.
Yeah. Great.
While this has been happening with the three of you, Mara and her mother are both talking up Craig Bite.
Nice.
It's hard to resist one, but both, Jesus.
Okay, I'm going to start a clock.
Okay.
Okay. Is that to get into the Underzoo or to like do a whole heist? Like, what are you
so
thinking?
the clock is going to represent, similar to how it did at Freddy's party, when the party is going to end.
Okay.
You would expect that there's going to be some convenient excuses for you to be places that you're not supposed to be. There's going to be way more people around the topside zoo than there would be otherwise. There's probably more staff around topside as well, including in the back administration building. So this is the time where it makes sense after the zoo is closed for there to be anyone who doesn't work there present.
Great.
So that ideally would be getting down into and back out of the Underzoo.
Oh.
Okay.
Ideally, I don't know.
Ideally.
Clock with 6 ticks on it. The clock comes into play. You know that the party is going to be going for about 3 hours. So each of these wedges represents about a half an hour of work or half an hour of effort. We can spend some time narrating those things, but if you really want to connect socially with Poppy Bracco or Alex Dinney, that's going to take a tick of the clock.
I do later. I do think that because of how chaotically everyone has met each other, we probably need to take some time getting on the same page and just figuring out what we know and what the plan is. Telling Greystone that there is a plan. I think I sort of do charades at Mara from across the room. Like, team huddle.
Yeah, I think Mara will communicate back like, I can come talk to you and I can come talk to Greystone. But did she register the look on her mother's face?
You were standing side by side. I don't think you would have.
So to Mara's knowledge, her mom doesn't know who Rory is.
Right.
Okay, then sure. So then she'll walk over.
Yeah.
Okay. I grab Greystone around the shoulder and sort of bring him in and I say, you might not know this, but if things go really, really well, we might be walking out of here tonight with Aviva. Are you in?
Oh, you know it.
Okay. We have a way into the Underzoo. It's a secret entrance off of Alex Dinney's office. If we ask him to give us a tour, which I think he will do because we helped him out big time, that's our way there.
Rory pulls a Sharpie he brought for this specific occasion, takes a napkin, and draws a rough map of the Underzoo and slides it over. I think I got the details correct.
There's Field, Silo. There's one that has a really scary name that we're probably going to end up in because it's too scary and we haven't seen it yet.
What is it?
I don't remember.
Or was that where the mushroom was?
No, the mushroom was, I think Silo was mostly containment. I think it was there.
Okay. Oh, right.
The 4 zones: field, fallow, silo, and harvest.
Oh, Harvest is the one that scares me.
Fallow is the staff area. You know that there are some dormitories there. There's break rooms. There's, living quarters there. Field is low and medium security. There's a few different floors within Field.
Is that where Hank and Aviva were?
That's where Hank and Aviva were.
Great.
Silo is the spiral, the maximum security spiral.
Okay.
And Harvest is an area that you don't really know anything about.
Great.
What the doppelganger who was pretending to be Jessie told you was that she had seen the Underzoo leadership heading into harvest, but no one else.
Okay. That's the secrets place. That's Fee Zone. Okay. My understanding, based on the way it was described, is that the verdant cycle is at the bottom of Silo?
Yes.
Okay, great. In that case, I'll point to Rory's amazing drawing. Say, wow, truly the work of a graphic novelist. I point at Field. I say, this is where Aviva was last time. It's lower security. A glass wall, but not other obvious restrictions. She could move freely within her containment. Silo is higher security. Now this is where we think the verdant cycle would be.
Okay.
At the very bottom. Surrounding it are some of the more dangerous creatures. And I believe that if we remove the verdant cycle, that it's acting as the battery that contains some of them. So that would be something to think about before we do that. Have we ever done that?
I can't tell you.
Why would you know?
All right, Greystone, I'm going to tell you this one time. It is the truth, and it is real. I can go and loop through time, okay?
Great.
I've done versions of this before.
All right. So why haven't we already succeeded?
Well, there are times we have been close to succeeding, or succeeded at this, but there's more than just this.
I'm listening.
Freddie and the Colino in 3 days.
This goes well sometimes. This has also gone poorly other times. But it's Freddie that's the true end game with all of this zoo nonsense.
Who else knows about this?
I do.
I point to Mara and Aubrey.
Hello, by the way, Mara.
Oh, and she'll give Grayson a sweet friendship hug. Your timing is impeccable.
Thank you. I know.
I love your outfit. That's a queen outfit.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And there's another part of what we have to deal with, and we could probably fill you in on that. Maybe not in this room.
That'd be wise.
All right. So we're going down into the Underzoo. We're going to get Aviva Dogwood. I'm saying this so much more quietly than it seems right now, viewers. We're going down into the Underzoo, and you're sure Aviva Dogwood is inside.
That's where we last saw her. She might have been moved to higher security, but if so, I don't know that.
Okay. I am very confident that if we can get Aviva, then smuggling her out will not be a problem.
Okay.
If we can get the verdant cycle, smuggling that out will be less of a problem than it could be.
Rory, were there any loops where the mushroom destroyed the world?
Excuse me?
Just don't let it get to you. It walks very slowly, so just don't let it approach.
All right, well, let's go.
Aubrey.
Yeah.
I'm asking you that.
Yeah.
Do we need an extra voice? Extra set of hands?
Who are you proposing?
She'll look at her mom so that her mom can register that she's being...
No.
Yeah, and as you look over, she just got her hand just gently touching Craig Bite's forearm, then his shoulder, and he's just beaming.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think we've got a great team.
I have an idea for a way she can help, but it might be later.
What is it? I don't know if I can leave and go into that space with her knowing.
Mara, what are you saying? You are the siren of Foxglove. You can do anything you want. I fully believe that the four of us can do anything we put our minds to. Don't you worry about a thing, Mara. We've got this. If you examine the world, if you closely inspect, you're gonna find that it's operating under the placebo effect. Anything can be true if you just believe, and that applies to you, so you stuff it up your sleeve. You want confidence, confidence, raw tenacity. Confidence, confidence, confidence is key. Confidence, confidence, raw tenacity. Confidence, confidence is key. What makes giraffes head and shoulders above the rest?
Genetics?
What makes the eagles build such grandiose nests?
Big eggs? What makes gorillas the king of all the apes? Confidence.
strong.
What makes Nebbiolos the king of all the grapes?
Confidence.
Confidence. Confidence. Raw tenacity. Confidence. Confidence. Confidence is key. Confidence. Confidence. Raw tenacity. Confidence. Confidence is key. What makes Mother Goose more than a waterfowl?
Confidence.
What makes the great horn greater than a normal owl?
Confidence.
What makes a scarecrow so scary in the night?
Confidence.
What makes the bed bugs bite?
They're just mean.
It's confidence, confidence, raw tenacity. Confidence, confidence is key. Confidence, confidence, raw tenacity. Confidence, confidence is key. What makes a thoroughbred more than a horse? What makes a Viking more than just Norse? What makes an entree more than a course? What makes Samuel more than a Morse? Hey! It's confidence, it's a vast resource. Confidence is your last resort. If you want to make witty and fast retorts, like the classy sorts doing sassy sports, they can all just get my shorts. Come on, Mara, give a show of force. It's confidence, confidence, raw tenacity. Confidence, confidence is key. Say it one more time. Confidence, confidence, raw tenacity. Confidence, confidence is key. Mara, I've seen you do so many things, and I'm gonna watch you do so many more. I just know it.
All right, we don't have to explain this to Mom. We'll just walk away and she will do what she decides to do. Why don't we just... This is so awesome. This is great as well.
Mara, what we are about to do, your mother will get on board with. You know why?
Why?
Because I can just tell you come from a line of winners.
That's the problem. Yep, okay. Aubrey, you said Alex was going to be able to let us up into his office?
I think so.
Okay, okay, cool.
You grab Alex Denny.
Yeah, I want to sort of see behind the scenes, right? He like works here, but like the back rooms, you know, there's so much interesting stuff over there, I'm sure, and would love a tour since it's all about getting a peek at what's behind the curtain.
Well, yeah, I'm happy to help however I can. Why don't you and your dates follow me?
Ooh.
If that makes the two of you uncomfortable, Mara will just lock her arm with Greystone and strut. And follow.
Absolutely.
These two
Absolutely.
And as he's sort of walking you around, he has access to everywhere in Topside Zoo. He starts describing some of the odder things about the enclosures. Did you know that leopards, they leap so much higher than you expect?
Confidence.
Wow, did you know that, Rory?
Mm-hmm.
And like talks about the way that the animal's characteristics shape the enclosures so that they're both comfortable and contained within them. Taking your cue takes you back over towards the administration building.
Yeah, I charades at Mara. I don't know how we get him to leave us alone or if we just make a run for it, but here we are.
Then Mara will take that, turn to Denny, and ask him to go back to the party using the voice.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We just got to get in, and she's feeling so angry, so she's going to do it. If we can get into his office and get in okay, then... I mean, maybe she'll try it flirtatiously first, but I don't know. I don't think so. I'm not going to second guess the answer.
Do you? Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to ask him to go back, go ahead and make a roll. It's just going to go against 2.
Use my strain. Or yeah.
Remember, you can spend advantages to...
Heal strain. Perfect.
Yeah, and also this is a new day from yesterday, so the 6 you took yesterday are wiped away.
And this is my charm.
Yep, just going against 2.
Okay.
Hearing the voice, Rory visibly shudders.
It's okay. Aubrey looks like a little bit solemn as well.
Well,
it's okay. Not in a like, I'm mad at Mara doing this, but in a like, oh, huh.
This is a friend of yours, correct?
Mr. Denny?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
5 successes and 2 advantages, and the 2 purple came up blank.
Wow.
That rocks. Sorry, Denny. Wasn't he also the one that I was like, thought you would like business
yeah.
over pleasure?
Yeah.
There's probably part of that in there too. Anyway.
Yeah.
So take 2 strain.
Cool.
We're not going to spend these immediately to heal that, because that sort of just negates the consequence of it. Yep.
Yeah.
What are 2 things that you would like to be true?
He'll go back, but not be visibly in a different mood or state that people would pick up on it.
Sure.
And that, well, obviously it doesn't affect any of these folks, but maybe that's suspending an advantage, that it's clear to him. Because I know sometimes the like aftershock or what is it? Not aftershock, but like
Splash zone.
Yeah, I guess splash zone is the best word for this, is that it just goes right to him. And yeah, these 3 have their response to it, but it's not like targeted at them. And maybe with the energy that she's gotten, she can target it a bit better.
Your gift from the Fae was that at this time of year, it is more powerful.
It is more powerful.
And you have greater control over it.
Thank you so much, Alex. Why don't you go back to the party?
Gary.
What's next? You're in the administration building. You can be in his office if you want to be. You can be somewhere. Like, where do you want to be?
Go to the hallway where there's the fire exit sign that doesn't lead to a fire exit. And
While we're walking, sorry that you all had to hear that again. Just figured we should get things moving along, right?
Yep.
I want to just like check in with Mara, I think. As as we're sort of leading the way, we know which way down the hallway to get to the exit sign. I hope you didn't feel like I was pressuring you to do that.
Nope.
No? Okay. I know it's something you're trying to figure out, and
It felt nice not to second guess the choice to do that for once. Don't worry about it. I'm not upset with you.
let me just say that there are a lot of times in my life after you came back into it where I haven't known what makes sense or what's right side up. And I've asked you, and you've always come through for me. I've always been able to trust you. And if at any point you need me to return the favor, I'm here.
Mara will nod. And if she's been kind of not quite the Mara that Aubrey knows this evening, maybe in that kind of glimmer of a moment is when that comes out a little bit, and she realizes that she doesn't need to take these feelings out on Aubrey at all. Well, isn't this it?
Yep.
Okay.
There was a security guard behind this last time. I don't know if there will be.
No, you brought a security guard from the
they
hallway.
Followed us.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Do, though, give me a perception check as you're looking at this door.
Me or is it?
Give me a group roll, so maximize potential. It's going to go against 2 purple, 1 red.
My perception's 2 yellow.
Mine is 2 yellow, 1 green.
Perfect. Cool.
Mine is 3 green. Whoa, that is a lot of successes.
Hell yeah.
Sure is.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
That is 1 advantage and 4 successes.
As the 4 of you look at this door, you note that there is one of those magnetic pads that is fairly well hidden that could very easily trigger an alarm system when you open this door. The advantage here that I'll say, or just sort of rolling over all of those successes into this, is that Rory, having come through this a couple of times, knows that simply putting, like in this particular piece's case, I don't know if this works in the real world, if you slide a thin sheet magnet, like you would find, a business card that was printed on a magnet up in between those 2 things, you can open the door and it won't trigger the sensor.
Rory pulls out of his pocket the boutique magnet he grabbed
Nice.
to slide up there.
Oh, and here I thought you just liked whimsy.
And as you...
So we both like whimsy? Aubrey, you're right. We have so much in
Wow,
common.
my friends are best friends.
Oliver
All
just
my friends are
rolled
getting along. I love that all my friends get along right now.
We sure do.
As you open the door, which heads out onto a catwalk that hangs over an empty space. So the catwalk's about 30 feet above the ground in a natural cavern space. At the opposite end of the catwalk, there are stairs that switch back down to the floor level. At the floor level, there are, on the opposite wall, glass windows that look into the place from which the paths to Harvest, Silo, Field, and Fallow diverge. And I'm going to fill in the first tick of the clock since...
Yeah, we've gotten a lot done.
Yeah.
You find yourselves separated by a wall and some glass from the mouth of the Underzoo.
Okay, is the glass barrier covering the entire wall? Is there a way through?
Give me...
How did Jesse, quote unquote, get us through?
You came in through the service station, which had a car lift that was really an elevator that lowered you down into the mouth, which is on the far side of this glass wall.
Okay.
There might be a way through. You can give me another perception roll, or you can just move a story point, and then there'll be a way through.
I'll scout, because I can do perception checks super quick.
Okay.
And get really close to the glass wall. And because I have no reflection, I won't be interfering with this. I want to see if there are any breaks in the glass where there's a window or a panel where it like moves out but is invisible that you could only see from that angle.
Sure. This is going to be a roll against 3.
Add any blue for not having a reflection to interfere.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, nice.
The dice are liking you today.
2 successes.
One of these sheets of glass functions as a pocket door. It sort of slides over to the side with just a little pressure.
I move my hands up on the door, press it. Oh, wait. I have putty earplugs with me, little silicone sticky putty earplugs. And I take them and I press them against the wall so that I can move it without and pull them off without leaving any fingerprints behind.
Smart.
And this is going into Field?
This is going into the lobby.
This is going into the mouth.
Where we can go and pick our route.
Gotcha.
And as I shift the door back, I pull the little earplugs out and I move to go put them into my pocket, and then I palm them to Rory.
Where to next? So that's one action down in this tick.
Harvest, this is Oliver asking, is the place where staff hang out?
Fallow is the break room and quarters.
That's right.
Harvest, your sketchy information is a doppelganger claims to have seen leaders going in there.
What does the door look like? Is there a lock?
Each door has a badge reader on it for like a contactless badge. The door to Fallow looks like a steel security door, but it's just a handle, a badge reader, and a door. The door to Field is very similar. The door to Silo is circular. Think Hobbit door, but scaled up so that something that is 15 feet tall could walk through without ducking its head. What is closed right now is a sheet of glass. Aubrey and Mara knows that there is another sort of blast door that can close in that space, but right now there's just a thick sheet of glass there. The door to Harvest is similar to the door to Field and Fallow, steel security door.
I'll look at Mara Aubrey. Just to confirm, you guys don't have a badge, right?
No.
I'm going to bang on the Fallow door twice. Bam, bam. Wait a second. Bam. Hey, Roger, I forgot my badge again.
The door opens, swinging out towards you, and a young man with, well, let's not beat around the bush. Henry opens the door.
No.
Wait a second. Aubrey's stepbrother Henry works for the Underzoo. How will this wrinkle complicate their attempts to free Aviva and retrieve the cycle? Find out next time on RPG Major.
Hey, y'all. It's Rory here. I may be kind of bummed out a lot of the time, I'll admit, but what I'm not bummed about, it's the RPG Major Discord and Patreon. You know, every loop I do, I make sure I'm subscribed and that I'm on the Discord. So we've got great channels where you can share artwork, chat spoilers, hell, talk with the cast. I'm on there. Everyone else is too. So, even Greystone, yeah. Anyway, come, join the Patreon, join the Discord. We'd love to have you. Thanks.
Past the giraffe enclosure on your right, where they're, just kind of wandering free to 30 foot tall. Is that how giraffes are?
About 18 feet. Regular giraffe.
In this world,
They're so tall.
There are two things about this world. One, there is no internet.
Three people don't remember the Alamo. Sorry.
Past the
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Did you
I
read
forgot about that.
Oh,
All of
yeah.
us have that bit.
That's the whole reason that the world
timelines
is
diverged.
The timeline is as it is because people forgot the Alamo. Wow. If people only remembered, things would be different.
Wow, you didn't know that lore about your own world?
Hey guys, it's Oliver here. I'm about to tell Helix the lore for his world.
Oliver came in today ready to explain the rules to Willow Chest to us.
Well, it's like method acting. It's method GMing.
Yeah.
He doesn't remember the Alamo. I want to give Jeffrey a guitar pick. I don't know where they are.
Are there more to give?
No, we've been throwing these around.
Guys, I only have one, so maybe. Okay.
Cat will smile at Freddy.
All right, Greystone.
Thank you. Good grief. Cat will smile.
You would never
at.
smile.
Have you noticed that you've never seen Greystone and Freddy?
We've seen them in the same room before. I may have been at a burger place by then, but other people saw them.
What's an ominous sounding word for lobby?
Holding area.
The Caldera.
Caldera.
Prophecy stuff.
Prophecy stuff. Talking about who the head of the Vertere family is. Prophecy stuff. Who is the one whose head we have to cut off? Prophecy stuff. Can Mara choose herself, or is that technically a loophole? Prophecy stuff.
I have a general knowledge, but I'm not gonna say so.